of old, the joyous occasion where I got most of my cavities. No, that's not really true. I've eaten like a complete lard my entire life, and yeah, I've never not eaten candy regardless of what time of year it is. But I get ultimately excited about Halloween candy because we all know the greatest thing about Halloween is the day after Halloween when you get to go to the store and get all that candy. But for me, I think about stuff that I really enjoyed when I was growing up. I think about Halloween as a kid, and one of the first things that comes to my mind is the Disney movies. Halloweentown was one of those ultimate Disney Channel holiday films. I think about it every time Halloween rolls around. The characters were crazy. The storyline was fun. It was kind of like the whole Harry Potter thing where a couple of kids got swept away into this magical world that they had bloodlines in and they already had a history with that they didn't even know about. Like, it's kind of like an origin story, if you will, for these characters in their witching and wizarding way. It's really interesting to see them interact with some of the wild characters that there are in this world, and I just really enjoyed the way that the makeup looked. It felt larger than life, and there were risks taken that you didn't often see in kids' movies back then. Something that I really, really enjoyed and still can go back and watch to this very day. And another movie that I had nearly forgotten about, Under Wraps, which is a Disney movie, a Disney Channel movie about a mummy and a group of kids. It's hilarious, it's goofy, it's as cheesy as it can be, but I definitely suggest that you go check that out. And you can't forget about Don't Look Under the Bed. I mean, this was such a creepy movie, and they did a lot of the suspense work by just showing this ominous figure either doing something from under the bed, or you just see his arm or a shadow. He was very creepy, and then it delivered in the end when you actually got to see, you know, this imaginary friend turned into a diabolical monster. Disney's feature films were also awesome. You had Hocus Pocus. I mean, who did not enjoy that movie? I love the dude that had like his lips sewn together, the guy that was dead, and the cat. The witches were hilarious. The whole movie was great. Just one of those movies that you think about every time Halloween rolls around. You can't say enough about Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a Disney movie that was made for 2 holidays instead of just one, and it is beautiful. It is creepy, it is crusty, but it is so gorgeous. I mean, it's just great to look at. I love this art style. I think claymation is one of my favorite forms of entertainment. It's just beautiful, and it's so fun. The songs are great, the characters are deep. It's just a really interesting, eerie, jolly mix-up, mash-up of 2 of my favorite holidays, Christmas and Halloween. Probably my 2 favorite, if I'm being honest. And I just love this movie. I've watched it a million times. I'll probably watch it a million times more. A holiday classic, a 2-for-1, and one of the greatest films ever made. And I'm not just saying that to suck up to all the emo kids and old Good Charlotte fans. I love this movie well before that, and will continue to love it probably until the day I die. And then I also think about horror films. And I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be huge into slasher films. I like all of James Wan's movies outside of Saw. Like The Conjuring. The Conjuring is another movie that I love to watch during Halloween. I really like the sci-fi, like demonology, haunting movies more than the hack and slash gore porn films. I'm such a big fan of the Warren family and their work with the supernatural, and I think it's really fun to see these movies put together. They're very suspenseful, very shocking. I like the jump scares. I like the supernatural elements to it. It's just really fun, and I have a good time with these around Halloween. That got turned into this blockbuster film, and I love it because that thing is so creepy. That doll is creepy. Even the real one, if you look at it, it's like this Raggedy Ann doll, but I don't know, there's something about it that just creeps me out. So around Halloween time, the James Wan films, The Conjuring, the Insidious franchise, the Annabelle franchise. It's all great stuff, and I would suggest that you fill your nights with creepiness by watching those movies, because I definitely will be. And we cannot forget about Are You Afraid of the Dark? Nickelodeon was some top tier kids scary shows. Like, the series was great. Look at that. I mean, it just had the creepiest intro of all time, and the episodes were awesome. The Midnight Society, I believe, the kids gathering around the campfire and telling their scary stories. A lot of great stuff. And then right alongside Are You Afraid of the Dark, you had Goosebumps. They had the books to back it up, and you could also get stories that weren't made into episodes. It had the Choose Your Own Adventure books where you could just like skip to different pages, and it was like playing an RPG. Goosebumps was some solid stuff, and it continues to be. I enjoyed the first movie, the second one not so much, but definitely recommend checking out the awesomeness that is the original series that came out on Nickelodeon. Very retro, very cheesy, but cheese is delicious, and we all love it, even with a little topping of some ectoplasm. And now, we got to get to the most important part of Halloween in general. I'm talking about the candy. I want more candy. You know what I'm talking about. Reeses. You like the little pumpkin Reeses? Oh my God, they're so good. I love the pumpkin Reeses. Oh my God, they're like my favorite. Who loved Nerds on Halloween? When I saw Nerds in my Halloween candy bag, it was like finding treasure. Testify. Everybody loves Starburst. Starburst also had some hilarious commercials back in the day, but they were also amazing to get in your Halloween candy. They have like those little 2-packs, those little 2-pack Starburst deals. Oh, love the Starburst. Who doesn't want to get Kit Kats for Halloween? And sometimes, God bless the people that do this. God bless you out there who give full candy bars for Halloween. Kit Kats, love it. Reese's, love it. Snickers, bring it. That's right. Snickers, bring it. That's what I said. Snickers is delicious. So equally as important as the candy for Halloween is the costumes. So growing up, I had a few favorite costumes, and one of those, well, two of those were Darth Maul, because I did not go as Darth Maul once. I went as Darth Maul twice. I was Darth Maul once, and it worked out great. So why not be Darth Maul again? Because that would be double the win. So I had the double lightsaber, and I went twice. It was just a duo. A Darth Maul duo, and I loved it, damn it. I'll be Darth Maul again before I die, I promise. And then, of course, I was a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. I was the Red Ranger. The red was my favorite. I was the Red Ranger, and I had that cheap plastic mask. It was just like a rubber band or whatever held it on, and I had the suit that was made out of kind of foam material that fell apart. I couldn't be the Red Ranger twice because my Red Ranger outfit didn't make it to the next year. I'm sure it was in rags, as I probably played around in that thing forever after Halloween. And then, of course, that I had to be Raphael, the Ninja Turtle among Ninja Turtles, the best Ninja Turtle of them all, the red one, the one who had the attitude, the one who screamed, "Damn!" I remember watching the movie when he rolled over that car and he was just like, "Damn!"
Come back here! I'm not finished with you! Damn!
I was like, he's so cool. He just said, "Damn." That's my favorite one. So I had to be Raphael. At least one of the turtles. At least once in my life. So I was a ninja once. Of course, a regular ninja. Because you have to be. I'm sure I was a ninja more than once. Because that was one of my favorite things back in the day when I was growing up. And ninjas were just the coolest. And I wanted to be a ninja so bad. Like, who doesn't? They're the ultimate badass in so many different ways. And so I was a ninja once or twice as well, and have always been fascinated with them. And I still have a dream. Everybody's wearing masks nowadays. I mean, why can't I turn out to be a ninja? Don't rain on my parade. Don't tell me what I can or can't do. I won't be a ninja. But to cap it all off, there is a Halloween themed thing that I want to talk about that a lot of people are probably going to be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? hat guy. Like, that's weird. I'm glad you kind of like that. But I'm going to share it with you anyway because I did enjoy it. I still enjoy it. And I think and thought it to be awesome. So here you go. Halloween World on Sim Theme Park for the PS1 is just one of my favorite Halloween memories because I remember renting this game. Yes, I rented Sim Theme Park back in the day, and taking it home and getting through the first park, and then the second part came up and it was Halloween World. And Halloween World was so cool to me because I rented the game right around Halloween. I always enjoyed those theme park games, and building this one was really cool. The music was great. All the rides were spooky. There was even like a brain trampoline. It was just so sick, and it just so happened to be on that game right around Halloween time when I rented it. So it just reminds me of Sim Theme Park every time I start seeing Halloween decorations and stuff. I love this game. If you're into anything like this, you've probably already played it, but if not, it's worth going back in time and revisiting. So those are just a few of my favorite Halloween themed things. It's just what came to my stream of consciousness today as I was filming this. There's so many more, and I'm sure there's some that you have that you would trigger some memories for me with if you told me about in the comment section. So go ahead and tell me, what's your favorite candy? What was your favorite candy? What were your favorite movies when you were growing up for Halloween? Do you have any favorites now that you think I should check out? Do you have any recommendations of some nostalgic trips that I should take in my own mental time machine and remember from the 90s or the early 2000s? Recommendations are always welcome in the comment section, and I appreciate you checking out this video. I have had a great time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.